My channel, Master Ascension Mantras and Prayer. Every so often, I do a video that has a different topic or is not on a challenge, or I'll not explain it. This video is special. I've been waiting a minute to do it. The title is extreme. Forgive me. Forgive me. I am sorry. Well, I'm kind of not sorry, but this one is extreme. This video. Um, I still got the spell of silence, but we'll get through it. Okay? Now, I should really write things down first. So I don't want to freak anyone out. Before you watch this video, I suggest you take a hit of some marijuana, make yourself a drink, or maybe get yourself a cup of tea or something, because this video is gonna be something. So if you're on replay, go pause it real quick. Pause it, go make yourself some tea, something to relax you, because you're probably not gonna like this. Some people may call it fear mongering, but I assure you, it's not. It's not fear mongering. Okay? I'm just here to warn you and just to make sure that you're gonna be safe when things start to get really spicy and hot on our planet. So things are changing, and I've been trying to understand it, and I kind of realized there is nothing to understand. You just have to have faith. So I'm having faith that hello. So I'm having faith that all is going to be well, and all will be well, because what I'm about to explain has happened to many planets before, planets that I have lived on in previous lives in parallel dimensions. So everything's gonna be okay. Um, I just want to say that the devil, God, the other gods, every myth you've ever heard, it's real. It's all real. All the prophecies you've ever heard, it's all real. And for the first time, I look better on the YouTube camera than I do on the iPhone camera. I don't understand it. But I just want to say it's all true. The devil is real. Revelations is true. Everything the Bible said is true. Everything all the other spiritual texts said is true. It's all true. It's all happening. It's all going down. I don't mean to scare anybody, but it's happening. I really wish I was able to view the title of this video, because apparently I did not write it down. I'm like, I need to know what I'm talking about. This isn't partially coming from me. This is gonna come from something very intense, okay? Because my angel is present right now, and he's been wanting mainly not him. Really, the angel doesn't care. Its job is just to protect, serve, and heal. It's mainly God who wants me to speak this. And I still got the spell of silence. Right now, there is an uprising of people who are so desperate to have their problems fixed, so desperate for things to get better, that they are willing to believe anything and everything that sounds sweet. Anything and everything that gives them power. People are so desperate that they will believe anything and everything that sounds sweet or makes them feel in control. I have something, I'm gonna break it to you guys. You aren't in control of shit. No one is in control of anything. This whole we create our own reality crap, that's not fucking true. Everything has already been predetermined, okay? And people are so fucking desperate that they're willing to believe anything and everything, pay whatever they can to try and solve their problems. When why the hell are we looking at them like they're problems? Why are you doubting your journey? Why are you doubting your path? People say, pick your path, choose your path. Nah, you kind of don't have a choice because your heart is vibrating. You're delivered what you have according to your heart. Your needs are delivered to you, according to your heart. Who you are, you already were before this body. So, really, how can you choose your path? And if you have a purpose, you had no say, you have no changing of the purpose. You guys get what I'm saying? There's no changing of the purpose. Free will is a myth. Nah, forgive me. But I like that question. What about free will? Well, you have the will to live the purpose or to not live the purpose. You get what I mean? Either you can continue to go forward or you stay right where you are, being desperate, trying to believe anything and everything that sounds good or makes you feel like you're in control. Where do you think your gifts come from? Do you think your people forget they're called gifts for a reason? They were given to you from where does all life and power come from? I should be pointing in here because the Spirit of God is within everyone. But you know what? That's being used to deceive us too. Because when we say, oh, the power is within, we get that confused with our fleshly, egotistical selves. Enough with that. But where do you think magic or healing comes from? It's called gifts for a reason. Okay, it comes from a source. So what is people starting to realize what I'm saying now? They're called gifts. Do you think gifts cannot be taken away? And I look ugly in this lighting right here. But do you think that your gifts cannot be taken away? Even though, you're not supposed to take gifts back? But think about it. What do you think would happen if God decided to take away your gifts? How do you think that would feel? You would become very attentive, don't you think? You probably wouldn't be as desperate anymore. You would be on your knees. And that's exactly what's happening right now to the planet. It don't matter what you're gifted at. It's not going to be of no use of what's coming. There are people out there telling people with diabetes, cancer, tumors, people who are hospitalized, that they created their own reality, that they are in charge of that. No, they're not. You're not in, no one's in charge of that. You wanna know who's in charge of that? Once again, the divine, the source of all, spirit, prime creator, Jehovah, God, Allah, whoever you want to call it. That's who's in control of it. But yet here we are judging it, saying, oh, that's not right. Who are we to say that? It's the purpose, it's the lesson, it's the path, it's the journey. And not everyone has the same purpose, the same path, or the same journey. So who are we to say that's wrong? You're not supposed to be sick. Who are we to say that? We act like God's not in control. That's where the whole what about free will comes in. Is there truly free will? Is there? You have the will to, move forward, or you have the will to stay put. So we got all these spiritual teachers saying you create your own reality to an extent. Yeah, you control your reaction to it. You control, how things make you feel, but you can't, not that you can, you probably can through the divine, but you can't say a whole bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo or spells or whatever and expect for a sickness or illness or some type of miracle to happen because of you. We are not in control of this. Okay, if a comet was coming near Earth, okay? Comets come near Earth all the time. Are you in control of that? No. Something else is, but not you. As a pranic killer, when I'm pranic killing people, am I in control of the healing? Am I the one actually doing the healing? No. It's coming from God, source, the divine. That is what the beast is. Worshipping of ourselves. The animal, the cage. That's something that I want to bring to attention. Now, I'm not dissing A Course in Miracles, because A Course in Miracles is a lot like the Bible. Okay? It can either be used to bring healing and relief, or it can be used to divide and destroy. And to be honest, I see the A Course in Miracles being used nowadays as a form of spiritual bypassing and ignorance. You are not looking at the purpose. You are not looking at the journey. Just because you convince yourself, that the issue is not there doesn't mean it's still, it's still there. Your heart, your soul, who you are, that's still there. That's still there. No matter how much you convince and brainwash yourselves, it's still there. That's what's so dangerous about the whole new age. Even the spirit fold into worshiping the beast, man, your flesh, your temporary state, trying to prolong your temporary state. It says in the Bible, we're not of this world. Why are we trying to stay in it? Why are we trying to have control over it? Why are we chasing after more money? Why do we want, a mansion? What's the point of it? You're not of the world. These spiritual teachers be like, lust after these things. If you don't have these things, you're not in control. You're not healed. Who are we to judge the journey? Really? The divine God living through us, the core of our spirit, is living the journey without judgment in it, in you. But yet here we are judging the journey. You're not supposed to be sick. You're not supposed to be this. You're not supposed to be that. The sooner you realize that we're not in control of, we're not in control of what happens to us, really. We're not in control of what's about to happen. What's about to happen in the world. There's things trying to stop this broadcast, but it's not gonna work. Because you wanna know what I can do? Go ahead. Whatever's out there, you can go ahead and freeze my face on the YouTube. Now my face doesn't matter. Everyone can still hear me. They called it the end times because it's going to be an end of time as you know it. There's about to be some ugly stuff ugly stuff is about to happen. People are about to turn really ugly and nasty. Get ready. The false prophets are going to be working even harder now because they want control. They want more. They are not quenched by their money. Their money does not fill their void. These false prophets, false spiritual teachers are not satisfied and they're coming for you. They're in every religion, they're in every part of the world. They're coming from all directions and they're coming for you. They're going to try and make you make a choice. And it's going to happen very, very soon. It's already happening now. And they're going to persecute you. Yes, you, little you, because you're that important. Them having authority over your soul, them feeding off of your soul, you are oh so important. Yes, you, little us, me too. We are so important. They're coming for you. They're coming for me. And they're going to try and make us make a choice to worship them and their image and their beliefs and their lifestyle, or we will be punished and denied resources, love, affection, kindness, and compassion. Yes, they're coming for you, and they're everywhere. And I tell you this, they're kind of connected like a hive mind. Because if their power isn't coming from God, where do you think it's coming from? The devil's real. Okay, all those demons, all those dark forces of nature, they're real. Why do you think the world is the way it is? Why do you think our gifts are called gifts, and why are our gifts being used against us? Our own senses are being used against us. We're being turned against each other right now. Either universal religions, such as the New Age, you might as well call the New Age a religion. Okay, they're turning their people against any other religion, but they're still their own religion. And they're taking sacred texts like the Bible, the Quran, and the Course in Miracles, and they're twisting it in a way to worship the temporary animalistic self. This world may not survive. The fact, why would this world survive with what we are doing to it? They're gonna try and convince you, oh, the world's not ending. Everything is all good. Everything is good and well, but you're still gonna be sick. You're still not gonna see the precious, the precious outcome that they're getting, the wealth, the magic, the nice, the life of luxury. You will never get a taste of that because it's not important. And they're getting those things not from the spirit. The spirit does not give a shit about money. They want to try and convince us that, oh, God is abundant, God is full of abundance, God's the God of money. My people, mankind invented money. Gold is nothing to God. God can just melt gold. Gold can be turned into other things. To the gods or to God, the divine family, it's nothing. None of this matters. But you are oh so desperate. You're willing to follow and believe in anything that makes your pain and suffering of value, of worth. Who are you to judge your pain and suffering? Do you not trust the journey, trust the path? Do you not? So I love that question. That's free will. The will to go forward or the will to stay where you are. Just because you're oh so desperate to believe and pay these people for your answers when really there are no answers. There are no answers. None. Well, there are answers, but they're right in front of our faces. We've been warned about it in almost every religion. There are so many teachings and sacred texts that talk about this. For example, Buddha. Buddha, I love using this example. Buddha, there's a story of him at the tree meditating, and here's a dark aspect of himself that is another person that constantly comes and is trying to disrupt him and distract him. And Buddha's completely content with nothing and trying to, whatever he's doing. Some people want to say, well, I don't know what he was doing. We don't know what he was doing. Everybody's meditation and spiritual practices and how they pray is different. But yet there's this being who kept on returning and coming and trying to deceive him, trying to get him, to go back to his castle, his kingdom, to chase after gold, wealth, riches, telling him that it was of the divine. And Buddha's going, no, it's not permanent, it's temporary. What value does it have, to the divine, to the supreme divine? That whole gold belongs to God. That's a bunch of fucking crap and bullshit. God don't give a shit about gold. God don't give a shit about money. God didn't make these things. Stop bringing God into it. Stop bringing God into your filth and lies, false prophets and worshippers and emulators of the beast. Do not dare bring the divine into this to get people to lust after the things you're promising them and cannot deliver. And it's only going to get worse from here. I'm just letting you guys know. And it was prophesied a long time ago, not just by the Bible. What's happening now happened in Atlantis. Yes, it happened in Atlantis. What's happening now happened on other planets like Arcturus. And I dare not say this, right? All you New Agers. Oh, how dare you say that? No, it happened on Arcturus too. Arcturus lost half its population from emulating and worshiping the beast, becoming so full of themselves. And they did not see anything was wrong with half of their planet. It didn't take till after, well, they did see something wrong with it after half of their population died. But I guess some people call this the Great Cleansing. We can't stop it. It's always happening because of the wars going on the planet. But yet these spiritual elites will tell you that all is well. And to an extent, yes, it is well in the long run, but not well right now. All is well. Give me your gold. Basically, there are so many spiritual teachers who will tell someone that they're sick, oh, you want to feel special. Nah, bitch. It's the facts of the situation. It's an actual fucking situation, an actual problem. Or not a problem, how dare I call it a problem? But it's an actual journey, an actual path, an actual discovery, an actual destiny. How dare we say that is not right? We're not supposed to go, that is not right. What is right? The divine, supreme divine? I mean, we want to call this a mess, but it's constantly adjusting to its creation and what it created. Constantly adjusting because that's how perfect God slash the divine is, constantly adjusting. So why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we adjusting to it? Yeah, we can get the golden riches when we clear ourselves. I don't ever want to say that again. You know what? The hell with that. Because what is gold to the divine? Nothing. Nothing. This world is of nothing to the divine. And I just want you guys to remember that. You guys will be deceived and distracted. You will be told that the things that keep you trapped in these lower dimensions are of the divine, and therefore here for you to delight in, here for you to sin in and take pleasure in. No, that's having your cake and eating it too. God doesn't do that, but I know who does. The devil, the anti-God, the beast, yeah. So that's just something for you to think about. I love you guys. I got to go. I know this video is gonna piss off a lot of new agers. That's gonna piss off a lot of Christians. But you know what? It was written and we were warned about it a long time ago. You guys should be able to see through this deception. Your eyes are on the wrong thing. You are not gonna be here forever. God don't give a shit about the money. God has nothing to do with the money. Leave God out of this. Stop praying to God for money. I guarantee you, as soon as you stop asking God for money, the money's gonna come. Stop asking God for money. Don't bring God into money. Don't bring God into your luxurious lifestyle so that people will chase after you. You will be punished for it. There are people who are saying that God doesn't punish people. That's fucking bullshit. God gets you one way or the other. There are, when you ripple in a pond, you're still creating ripples. Those ripples still hit things. You get what I'm saying? That's the justice of God right there. You're rippling through life. People want to say God does not punish. That's not entirely true. Nah. You get what you can do to you, but they rippled on you. So if they rippled on you, they're gonna get rippled back. And thank God because of that. Because if that wasn't to be, then God would be a lawless God. God would be the devil. But the devil will say, Satan, Set. I say Set from, Egypt, will convince you, oh, there is no wrong. You can do no wrong. Go ahead, do that person dirty. They deserve it. You're a force of karma. The devil will go and fill your head with stuff like that. So I just want to say you all have been hijacked. Wake up before it's too late. Because when things change and there is no gold and money does not matter, and all you have is your gifts and you no longer know how to use them, it's like a bird who forgot how to fly. It's all a distraction. You're being kept trapped in the lower dimensions. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Because if you don't wake up on your own, you're not going to like how you wake up one day. You may wake up with a disease. See, there's a blessing about getting a disease. A disease will show you that money doesn't matter. How many people you know or how many people love you or worship you doesn't matter. That's the blessing of a disease. Yet these new agers will be all like, you're not supposed to be sick. It's not of the divine. If sickness is real and is not of the divine, then why is it here? To show us that none of this matters. It is temporary. something to sit with. I love you guys. Stay safe. You really can only trust the divine. Don't trust these spiritual teachers. Don't trust me. Do not trust me. But listen to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Deep down, it's true to an extent. Gold is nothing to God. Even though in the Bible it says gold belongs to God, nah. That was a man added thing. God don't care about your money. God don't care about how much money you have. And God is not going to give you money. Well, he may provide for you in a way concerning money, but nah. You leave God out of this. You leave God out of your third dimensional cesspool, orgy, junkie, addiction. Leave spirit out of that.